Alright, keeping my mind open for short, just because we're in like a little fair value gap area, and now we have S&T with SPY not getting above these wick areas. Um, but I want to see the manipulation occur in ES and YM like we always get for the short in this range. So looking for that. Other than that, I also will be looking for longs. So it just depends on what happens. But we could just keep going higher and actually end up reaching for the new week opening gap fill, which lines up with the weekly fair value gap. Um, yeah, weekly inefficiency kind of mixed with that new week opening gap. Russell, oh, Russell's is way lower. Interesting. So Russell has been trading above the new week opening gap for a while. So weird, I didn't realize that. Yeah. Russell's been up here. So here, Russell really held up really nicely. So it did have S&P here, then we had that manipulation lower. So I think anytime there's room to strip, we could get like an internal range S&P eventually get long and Russell. Oops. But anyways, yeah, it's already above this area, and now we got some clean highs here, which would make sense to take all this out. And then back down. But yeah, this is kind of high resistance liquidity until we get up into there. So I like the new week opening gap, but we're also already in the area. We're also above a bunch of smooth highs. So it could be a pullback. So it looks like so far not much is happening yet. We did have NASDAQ manipulate this high, but I want to see ES or YM actually create manipulation since NASDAQ's actually higher now. Well, there's no S&P on this. Alright, so yeah, that's the short idea. Daily planner, news and catalysts. So we have PMI right after the open. 9:45. Trump is supposed to speak. Flows were actually a little bit bullish. Tide puts were being dumped, calls were being pumped, and it does look like they were accumulating on SPY. Kind of confusing on Russell, but they did annihilate their puts in a big way on this pullback here. And then Q's, similar to IWM, they annihilated those puts. And then we had that manipulation leg. Now we're ripping. And then Friday was actually kind of bearish, so does make sense to get a pullback at least. So yeah, we just need time to align. We'll see how this 830 level gets a reaction. Yeah, flows look like kind of bullish, but yeah, pull back. What's exactly this? Yeah, I want to see YM and ES over NQ to show weakness in Q. Or maybe it's already enough in YM here, because we had YM come up and then NASDAQ took out that high, and YM is actually stronger here. But let's see. Oh, no, this high here. Oh no, yeah, we're much more way above that. So yeah, I'd want to see the ES, YM, SMT, this NASDAQ. Too short. Otherwise, longs would get a nice manipulation lower. That makes sense. So far we have the weakness in Qs actually held up. So now we're seeing strength in Qs. But yeah, if we look at SPY, SPY's actually lagger. So yeah, I think we're just getting a short here in ES right now. If we can get it right into that 4-hour fair value gap. But so far we've taken out that low out the others, so we'll see. But yeah, that could be a short pair because it's just the same thing where no, because I would expect SPY to take that. Q's a little bit higher. So yeah, I would just look, yeah, just the same as SMT short, and then the long would the long would have to be obviously a manipulation below T level, so all the way below London. So yeah. So yeah, whichever pair is holding stronger, and once we get a SMT below one of these, that's basically it. Yeah, it does look like a bit of a short here. We delivered into this quite a bit before I've ever traded, but now we're into the 1030 or the 830 level though. So I want to see Nasdaq came higher. I'm gonna just give me the higher high here, right into 8 o'clock. something more clear. I don't want to see it get above these highs on ES or YM without NASDAQ. And then, yeah, possibly short that. And just down to the London low. There's definitely a place to look for something as a short. Yeah, London was pretty deep, so hopefully there's a short I'm in the right thing. Yeah, it's down. So a gap. Yeah, I want to see weakness. I want to see a change in character where NASDAQ, which looked like it was the stronger one, shows weak. Shows to be weak. And really simpler here on the SPY in case we do end up breaking the SPY. This better not be like some API pick, which it probably is. SPY. Yeah, there actually might have been a long here. Nope, NASDAQ hit that low too. Yeah, no key levels yet. So yeah, just gonna wait to see if something happens at the high. Doesn't look like it, but NASDAQ looks really strong. So yeah, probably not a trade until the open. And new week opening gap and yeah. Yeah, were there any areas of interests? No. yeah, we need NASDAQ to deliver higher. But I don't know if there's any key levels besides the new opening gap, because this is the exact same level we're in on DS. But on this SPY and stuff, it did deliver higher. So, and it's clearly above Dow Jones too. So yeah, I think short could easily set up here. So yeah, short's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, we just need the change in character in NASDAQ to happen. All right, yeah. So yeah, just looking for some sort of change in character. Right now, it just looks like NASDAQ came higher, but there's not like a real reason to. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to short here too. And if SPY takes us out, then yeah, still gonna look for short. So otherwise, if we just pull back, then yeah, look for a long below London. Which besides that, we got news, so can wait.